I'm Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out with me. I am going to pull some cards for this reading, this general reading to start the week. I'm going to do overall energy, and then I am going to pull some cards for you. Hello, how are you? I hope everybody is well. So, my name is Sarah B. You can have a question when I am through with the collective reading. I do a collective reading first, and then I go back through the chat and I read all of the questions and pull 2 cards for each question. But first I do the overall energy for the collective, and today I'm going to do what's coming in for the week. So let's go ahead and get started. It's funny, one of my coworkers and I were just talking about this because it came out in Friday's reading too, out of this whole deck, okay? Shuffling. Now, you just saw me shuffling several times. This card comes out again. And it's really regarding your ancestors. I do feel like there's a connection that they need to make. There's some kind of a trinket or some kind of medallion or heirloom that either you're meant to have or you have with you that is carrying their energy. And you are meant to have it in your possession. And if you do have it in your possession, I feel like maybe if you're meditating, you're going to be able to get a closer guidance from them. It has something to do with this trinket or heirloom that it's guiding you somewhere. It's part of your path. Now, whatever it is that's coming through is divinely guiding you on this path that you're on. It might be a new path or a path that you're struggling to get through. You might feel like you've plateaued in an instance, but this is your guides and guardians telling you to keep going through this. This is something that you've been divinely guided on. And this is really a big part of your journey. So there's something about, it could be a rune, because I'm drawn to this rune. And then she's got the same messages on her shoulder. So it might have something to do with that. Balance, I'm hearing. Going with the flow. Avoiding blockages. Letting go of control. And then we have follow the leader. Okay, again with the path. See that? I was just drawn to the clock, and you know, I'm all about divine timing. So things are going to come to you when they're meant to come to you. Not everybody is on the same timeline, because your friends are getting married, or your friends are going to school, or your friends are buying houses, or there's a lot of people who are starting to have kids or whatever. It doesn't mean that it's your time. And it doesn't mean that you're behind. It doesn't mean you're lacking anything. It's just not your time yet. and you'll know it's your time when it comes. So the only leader here is you. This is your path. Follow the leader. Well, you're the leader. You're the one who makes all the decisions. You're the one who has to have faith in your higher power and see that divine timing and trust in it. You're the one who is your leader. Not everybody is going to want what's best for you. Not everybody is going to look at the things that you choose and be okay with it. But if it makes you happy and it helps you grow. Is there anything else from this deck, Spirit? So yeah, I mean, you see me shuffle. It's all I do. And then that talisman card comes up again. Like I said, I was just talking about it at work with one of my coworkers. She's tunes in quite a bit. And she's just like, you know, I really resonated with that talisman card. And we were chatting about it. And again, it comes out. So I do feel like there's somebody else who needs to feel that connection with it. There's something from an ancestor or some kind of charm or heirloom that has energy attached to it that's going to, you're going to have an aha moment, or there's going to be some kind of transformation. You know, maybe it's a rocking chair and you sit in it to meditate or something along those lines. Or maybe it's like a path that you used to hike with your uncle, or like it's something like that, like something you're divinely guided to go on. Okay, so let's move on to this next deck. Spirit, what is coming in? What is coming in for the collective? What is it that they need to know for this week? I just saw one that was overturned. Universal love. Tap into the universal love that exists within you and around you. People need people. Helping people. Loving all. Even if they harmed you. Not being petty. Trying to grow from situations. Trying to be the bigger person. And if you weren't the bigger person in this scenario, learn for the next time. The observer. Be the observer of your thoughts and emotions. Don't get entangled. Be mindful of what you're thinking or what you're overthinking. Be mindful of your emotions, what triggers you, what makes you feel a certain way. You know, or if you're feeling a certain way, do you want to put yourself in a certain situation? Don't get it says don't get entangled. So if we're thinking about our thoughts and emotions and trying to sort through them, we're being asked to compartmentalize and separate. And that is hard. That is a hard thing. That, you know, I think it's a lifelong task to learn how to compartmentalize your thoughts and your feelings and keep them at bay when you want to you know, say something off the cuff. But we're called to observe that high priestess energy, to shut our mouths and take things in rather than then, you know, I just heard word vomit. So rather than saying things that don't mean anything, just so you can get your words in. Yep, inner stillness. Totally. Learning when to be sacred and still. Learning when to cultivate what is inside you and watch it grow. And when you're put in these positions that you want to say things, but you think, you know what, let me feel out this situation. You know, I'm feeling this way about a situation. Is it a good idea that I put myself in that? It's understanding yourself on a deeper level. Discovery. Universe inside. Feel the oneness with the universe. You are an integral part of it. We're all part of the universe. Spirit's asking you to connect with it. Try to delve into yourself. Try to block out the noise of your surroundings and be introspective and see what kind of depth you have. See if you're able to meditate. I know a lot of people get monkey mind when they are meditating, but it doesn't happen right away for some people. But if you practice, you can go longer and longer in your meditation. Even if you have to do guided meditation at first. It's so healing. Okay. Spirit, what do we need to hear from this deck? What do we need to hear from this deck for the collective? Ooh, truth. A truth might be revealed. Somebody might be coming towards you, revealing something this week. Say less again. Be observant. You don't always need to have the last word. You don't always need to have all of the things, all of the answers. Sometimes people just want you as a sounding board, just a shoulder to cry on, as corny as that sounds. Just somebody to hug, somebody that can put your arms around you and just not judge. Sometimes the less you say, the more effective your energy is. So this is guiding us to be more observant, say less, be introspective, connect with our higher power through meditation and nonverbal things. Also it's also great to connect verbally too with chanting and such, but this is just saying it's time to quiet down and listen to what Spirit is telling us. We have counseling. This is where the truth might come out here. You might have some kind of, or maybe you're seeking therapy or like a third party intervention, maybe with your partner, you're going to couples counseling or something along those lines, or maybe you're just in therapy on your own and something is revealed to you, or maybe your therapist is having you think a different way and you feel a sense of enlightenment. For some of you, this could be you're doing research. Maybe you have, midterms coming up or finals, whatever time of year I feel like the finals are in December. So I feel like some of you are maybe cramming. I just heard the word cramming, meaning studying. Something's going to be, so something's going to be revealed to you, whether it be about yourself or about somebody else. Masculine energy. This could be somebody in your energy who's coming towards you. Maybe they're telling you the truth. This masculine energy. Maybe it's like the King of Swords energy that's like really blunt and bold and is going to tell you the truth no matter what. This is a divine masculine energy. So this could be your partner. This could be your boss. It could be a father figure. So somebody in your energy could be telling you or revealing something to you. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Thank you. Two-faced. Okay, so it's either we get envy or two-faced with you guys. There is somebody who has, or maybe it's you, that has this energy of putting on this mask with people, pretending you're one way, and then being the exact opposite when you're at home. It goes along the same lines as manipulation. You can't be trusted, or they can't be trusted. This is probably one of the worst energies that there is. It's a liar. And I hate to tell you, nobody wants a liar in their life. Putting on a different mask for everybody, living in that energy, it's really lowers a vibration, lowers your energy. It must be exhausting, if nothing else. So look out for that energy in your circle, in your family. I feel like it's surrounding, because that keeps coming up. All right, I'm moving on to the next oracle deck. I see people asking. I'm Sarah B, and this is Just B Tarot. Right now, I am reading for the collective and the overall energy. Once I am done reading for the overall energy, I am going to move on to answer questions in the chat. Now, when I do that, I will be pulling 2 cards per question. You'll know it's your question because I read the handle before I ask the question. So I do have a couple more oracle decks to get through for the overall energy. Once I'm done that, that's when I start on the chat. All right, so I am reading right now for this week's energy coming in. All right, in this deck are messages from your higher power, spirit, the universe, God, whatever you call it, nature. Spirit, what are the messages? Oh, sorry. I was told there's a card that I forgot, and by George, I did. All right. So, Spirit, what do we need to know from this deck? Make a gratitude list. All right, the highest form and the highest way to raise your energy is gratitude. Being thankful for what you have now in this moment, not hoping and wishing for something better, being grateful for what you have now, and then working hard to achieve something that you're manifesting. But always be thankful for what the universe has already provided you. Not everybody has a smooth life. So even if it's shitty right now for you, or you're going through something, then remember that it's going to end. The bad times end. And try to take the lessons from the crappy times. Take the lessons from the good times too. Find a mentor or be one. Some of you, like I said, some of you might be looking for that third party interaction, needing help, needing advice from somebody, or just seeking an example. Or maybe some of you want to be an example. We need examples right now in this world. We need more healers to make themselves present. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Thank you. Listen to some upbeat music. I'm all about that. Turn on the tunes. That'll raise energy. Sing and dance. Trust yourself. That's a hard one. I struggle with self-confidence. So that's a hard one for me. So I have to take this message and run with it, knowing that I struggle with trusting myself, trusting, that I can do things. And always questioning, and it's not easy. It's not easy being in here. But, everything that's scary, every fear, we get through. All right. Next deck. Now, these are messages of love. Now, it could be familial love. It could be a message from your booty call, or a message from a situationship, your partner, your best friend. However it resonates for you when I reveal denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. And that's a hard one. Detaching with love. That is not easy. Knowing that you love somebody so much and you can't save them. It's a hard thing. But knowing that you're there and you're going to be a safe place no matter what, but letting them live the life that they need to live and letting them make their own mistakes. That's a tough one. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. And I was talking earlier about the universe inside, being introspective, going in, touching on your shadow self for healing, seeing that your whole being is part of the universe. And that you have the universe inside you. Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Thank you. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you are considering. We have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So it's like you are realizing that it's safe to make this move because you've learned the lesson you're supposed to learn. It's okay for you to move on because you ended a cycle or you completed something. You've done what you had to do. And you're going to be able to move on into the next cycle because either you ended something, you started something, something you were called to do, you did. And now you're starting that new cycle because you've mastered your current one. So now something new is starting for you. All right, this is the last deck before I move on to tarot. So I am Sarah B. Thank you for hanging out. This is my last deck for the collective reading. And then I will move on to tarot for you guys. So once I am done, I will scroll up to the beginning of the chat and answer each question one by one by pulling. I try to pull 2 cards. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. And answer questions according to what comes out. I'm an energy reader. I'm not a fortune teller. So I read energy. Now, energy is fluid. So if you don't like the answer that comes out, then you can change it by changing your behavior, by changing the way you live life, by changing your mindset or your goals. So I am simply reading the energy that's surrounding you right now or surrounding whatever question you're asking. What else? Please click on like and subscribe to my channel. It helps to get my channel growing and circulating throughout YouTube. So it is always super, super awesome when you guys click on like, and always amazing to see new subscribers. I am so thankful for every single one of you. Seriously, every time I get a notification for a new subscriber, I thank Spirit. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Spirit. And then I say a little prayer for every subscriber. So it really does mean a lot to me. I don't think you understand just how much I appreciate you guys. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going on to the last oracle card, or the last oracle deck. And then, of course, I'll be moving on to tarot for you guys. All right, Spirit, what from this deck? This is love situations. Again, what does the collective need to know from this deck, Spirit? What does the collective? Thank you. Oh, this is interesting. Fiery balance. Embrace intense forces. Offset turmoil and stabilize with calm resolve. So even though you might have a fiery way about you, stabilize with the calmness. Try to figure out the best way without having to ignite that, because sometimes passion can be fury. So it's about give and take, having that balance. We have controlling. Power struggles lead to being manipulative. Let go of the reins. Trust in your higher power to get you to where you're going. Even in a relationship. Ask for guidance. Lightning strikes. Dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. I feel like they're calling some people's relationships old-fashioned. You know, to erase those old-fashioned notions of how a relationship should be and move into a new, more positive, more insightful way of having a relationship. All right, so let's move on to tarot. Let's see. I am shuffling for the collective. What does the collective need to know, Spirit? Thank you for your guidance on their questions. Thank you for protecting our energy. Okay, so I'm scrolling back up to the top where I see Aaliyah Lee. Hi from France. Hello there. Good to see you. Okay, so Aaliyah Lee wants to know about Kevin and herself. So I'm shuffling for Aaliyah Lee's energy with Kevin. What's the energy there, Spirit? What is the energy with Aaliyah Lee and Kevin? Thank you. Ooh. We have 9 of Cups. It's a good way to start the reading. Great emotional connection. There's a lot of love there. Let's see what else. Can I get another card? Thank you. 6 of Swords in reverse. So it might not, you might be going through a hard patch right now. With the 6 of Swords in reverse, that means times might be, this is like a rough patch. So they might even get more intense before they get better. But the love you have is going to get you through. So you might be struggling right now, but this love that's there is going to get you through. Jazz. What, not that Fabio 10. Interesting. How are you, Jazz? Hi, Nina. How are you? Okay, so Sarah asks, how does the person on my mind feel about me? Asking for Sarah. 19S4K. Not me. What does Sarah need to know about the person on her mind? What is the energy there? What is the energy? With Sarah and the person on her mind. What is the energy there, Spirit? Thank you. Can I get one more card? I'm hearing don't rush things. Things are going to happen the way they're meant to happen. Can I get another card for Sarah about the person on her mind? No. There's some things that you are overthinking with this Eight of Swords. So there's some things that you're overthinking. Which is it's human. We're human. So we have to get out of our heads about this person on your mind. And I just heard the word relax. No female wants to hear that word. um, no. So, but let go of control. Let go of wanting things to happen immediately. Let go of trying to control a situation or get to the finish line immediately. This is an opportunity for you to wait, for you to grow, for you to grow in yourself. Your paths are being prepared, and if you are meant to be with the person who you're thinking about, then your path, once your both of your paths are prepared at the same time, you're going to get there. But until then, you have to live your life. You have to get out of your head about this and know that and trust that your higher power has your back. Your higher power wants for you to be the happiest person. Your guides and guardians, that's their only job, is to make you happy. So trust in your trust your gut, trust in yourself, trust your guides and guardians, because like I said, they were put in our lives with the sole purpose of leading us to our higher path. But a lot of us don't take advantage of that. We don't look at our guides and guardians and say, okay, what should I do now? And then listen for the answers. So take advantage of that's what they're there for. So connect with them, and if you're feeling like you're getting antsy, you want to know what's going on with this person, distract yourself. Get out of your head about it and trust that everything is going to happen in the exact time frame that it's meant to. Yo Neener says, I'd loved 2 cards, please. Would you now, Neener? Of course, of course. Before I pull these 2 cards, thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. I would love for you to smash that like button as well as that subscription button, and it would be appreciated. I really appreciate you guys, and right now I am going through the chat and pulling 2 cards for every question that people have asked. So if you're feeling keen to ask a question, please feel free to do so, but have patience, because I do get to your question, but I go through every other question first. They're in the order that they're received. So you only have to ask one time, and I will get to it. All right, I don't like being spammed with the same question over and over and over again. I don't see it. It's all the way down at the bottom. So trust me, just because you're asking it 15 times doesn't mean that I'm seeing it. You're just pissing all the other people off. So, with that said, let's see. Yo Neener wants 2 cards. Okay. Can I get one more for Neeners, please? Can I get one more card for Neeners? Okay, so we have, oh boy, it's about that time, right? When people start to connect with family and friends. I feel like there might be some kind of disconnection with family or friends or a group of people. somebody might not decide to come to something, or there's something going on with family. Maybe you didn't get invited to something, or a friend group. But I also have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about status, ego, victory. Knight of Cups. So I feel like this Knight of Cups is coming in and is putting you on a pedestal. This person wants to treat you like you've never been treated before. This person sees you as somebody who should be treated elaborately. So you might have a new person coming towards you. These people might be talking about you because of this person that's coming towards you. Maybe this is somebody giving you accolades. This could even be like winning an award. It doesn't have to be love. Somebody's presenting you with an award. If you're already in a relationship, and maybe somebody's jealous, talking behind your back. Okay. So, Lee, I answered your question. Thank you. Okay, so Sarah says, do they want their ex back? Sarah asked, do they want their ex back? Sarah is asking, does the person on their mind want their ex back? Does the person on their mind want their ex back? Ooh. They're on the fence about it. I don't like it. We have Two of Cups in the challenge position. So they think about it. They do think about going back. They haven't made the move to do so. I do feel like this person has a lot of love to give, is very empathetic and nurturing, somebody that you might have an emotional connection with or started an emotional connection with. But as far as them going back to their ex, they thought about it, haven't taken any action. Okay, Jazz asked, does my friend Alina have any messages for me? She's been passed away for 3 years. Okay. They see that you are struggling and that you may be treated unfairly in a relationship, I feel like, because we have this Lover's card too, where you're not making the right choices, because the Lover's card is about choices as well. Maybe being treated unfairly in a relationship of some kind, or maybe you're not making the right choices. However it resonates for you. I just heard overwhelmed at the end there. Okay. Rezia, hello. Good to see you. Okay, Rezia asks, what is Mershed's current situation? What is Mershed's current situation? What is Mershed's current situation? Shuffling for Rezia. Rezia wants to know, what is Mershed's current situation? What is Mershed's current situation, Spirit? Thank you. Ugh. Okay, so I think he's working on his stability. This came out in the challenge position. He may be trying to save for something or holding on to something. Looks like he's working on stability. Maybe I feel like saving money, working really hard and saving money. Janelle, hello. It's just Janelle, number 10. Marie, I haven't seen you in a while, Marie Salentine. Hello, how are you? Just Janelle asks, what's coming in my way for love? Shuffling for just Janelle. She's asking about what's coming in for love. What's coming into her energy regarding love? What's coming into Janelle's energy regarding love? Can I have one more, please? Okay, so this is a new energy coming in. If you're willing to take that leap. 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? I just heard this could be the one. And you know I never say that stuff. I never, because I try to be clear and real. I don't want to fill anybody's head with bullshit. So for me to say that, because that's exactly what I heard. You have somebody new. I just heard the new year. I just got the chills. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. So I feel like in the new year, there's going to be somebody new coming into your energy. And like I said, this could be the one. So watch out, 2026. Just Janelle's in town. Okay, so Jazz says, what am I getting divinely guided on for my psychic ability? What is Jazz's energy regarding what she's divinely guided towards? I feel like you're on a healing journey right now. So for you to be able to develop your psychic ability, you have to heal. You have to let down your guard and be introspective. and start healing, reflective, really looking into that shadow self and healing. Okay, Marie. Will me and Philip ever be together again? Okay, Marie Celentine asks, will me and Philip ever be together again? Shuffling for Marie. Shuffling for Marie. I was just told too many. Thank you. Oh, you also have starting a new cycle, making changes, the Tower in reverse. So I don't think you're going to be together with Philip. I think you need to start a new cycle and make some changes. Thank you, Neener. Neener says, please hit the like button. Yes, please smash that like button for me, please. And hit subscribe. It's absolutely free for you and helps me tremendously, so it is appreciated. All right. Janelle would like a general. Ooh, just Janelle. Just Janelle would like some. Okay, we have some king energy coming towards you. Just Janelle, it's going to be a great end of the year for you and a good 2026, it seems like, as far as making emotional connections. And it's hard these days to make emotional connections. You know, everybody is swiping left or right. Obviously, that's physical. So to make emotional connections is not an easy thing to do. So when you see emotional connections, it's like, thank God, finally. Because I mean, I'm a pretty deep person, and I like to know people on a deeper level. I'm not like just a chit chatter. I'm not asking how your day was. I want to know, you know, what your childhood wounds are. So when I see making emotional connections and that energy being in your energy, that's an awesome thing. However, this might be somebody from the past coming back um, with this judgment card. Oftentimes that means something coming back again, something starting over. Now, a lot of the times with the judgment cards, they'll come back to you. Now, we are currently in retrograde. So not a surprise that this might be coming out. I feel like a lot of people from the past, it could be relatives, it could be family members, are coming to speak about nostalgia. It's what comes it's really what happens during Mercury retrograde. Judgment is somebody coming back to and letting you know that they've changed. They want you to recognize, look at the development I've made. Now, sometimes that's true, sometimes it's not. So what you decide to do with it is really on you. Do you even bother to write back to this person if they message you or answer the phone? Or are you going maybe meet them and see if they have changed? Give them the benefit of the doubt if you can handle it, depending on how your situation ended. Did they change? Could they have changed? Did they have it in them to change? These are all questions that you would have to answer for yourself. But that's the kind of energy it is. Judgment card energy is about somebody coming back to you and saying, I want to come back and look, I've changed. I'm different this time. Things are going to be different. Whether they are or not, that's up to you to decide. So free will there. Okay, Starry Night, hello. Starry Night wants to know what will happen with WP organization. Starry Night wants to know what will happen with WP organization. What's the energy with this WP organization, Spirit, for Starry Night? What's the energy for Starry Night and this WP? Walking away. Walking away towards something else, something better, something more desired. With this Eight of Cups. Desiring more. They're not getting enough now, so they want more. And Page of Swords in reverse. Things are unclear. Not enough detail, not enough focus. With the WP organization, I don't know if that resonated. Jet, 2 E's, 4 T's, 25. How's it going? Hello, Starry Night. Starry Night says, hi, by the way. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Hello. All right. All right. Just Janelle asked, does Aaron have feelings for me? Just Janelle asked, does Aaron have feelings for me? Thank you. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Either one of you are stuck in a cycle. Is this somebody from the past? I feel like this is a cycle that needs to be broken. Yes, this has to be broken for you to continue on your path with clarity and resolve. So if Aaron does have feelings for you, you might want to see what the feelings are. And if, I mean, I just said, is he saying that they've changed? That, you know, like, I feel like they give you a sense of calm. But at the same time, it's like, are you just in a cycle? Is it a comfort zone? Hi, Nguyen Manviet. I don't know what that means, but hello. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I am Sarah B, and I am right now pulling 2 cards for questions in the chat. I did the overall energy for the reading earlier, and now I am answering questions that accumulated in the chat while I was doing the overall energy. This is how I do my readings every Monday and Thursday. I go live Mondays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. And I go on randomly. I call them pop-up readings when I can. I like to come on randomly at least once a week, if not more. I just love connecting with you guys. I love to help my fellow humans and to answer questions that they have. Like I said earlier in the reading, I am not a psychic. I'm an energy reader, and energy is fluid. So if you don't like the answer to the cards I pull, you have free will. You can make mindful decisions to and conscious decisions to change that energy that's coming, to act accordingly, to be a better person, or to walk away from a situation depending on what the energy reads. So if I'm pulling cards and it's saying that you're in a stagnant energy, well, then you have to be introspective and figure out, okay, I'm in a stagnant energy. Why? What is holding me back from getting me to where I'm supposed to be? So it's up to you to look into yourself and figure out where you need to grow. I'm here giving you the energy that's surrounding you, and what you do with it should help you grow. All right. So, images I am shuffling for. Am I going to see Nikos anytime soon? I feel like no. I feel like there's some kind of imbalance. I feel like it's like they're called away a lot for work, or they're traveling a lot for work, or something along those lines, and you're not able to see them. It's like they have a lot on their plate. Can I get another card for images? Ooh. Yeah, this person wants to see you, though. The Emperor energy. They want to see you, but they're a big deal. For lack of anything else, they're like important in their job or in their role, whatever that may be. And they're called away a lot. They're in demand is what I'm hearing. So, but you're feeling like this is not fair. All right, so Just Janelle says, is my dog Haley okay? She's been acting differently lately. Is my dog Haley okay? What's going on with Just Janelle's dog? Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. But I do have the King of Cups. Ace of Swords in reverse. Lack of clarity, lack of focus. So I am feeling like they're a little bit out of it, but everything is going to be okay. With this King of Cups, like there's a lack of clarity. They are feeling out of it. But I feel like it's going to pass through, and they're going to end up being okay. Starry Night asks, will I get a job this month? Starry Night says, will I get a job this month? Will I get a job this month from Starry Night? What's the energy there? Thank you. You're missing opportunities. So you're going for the same thing over and over again without getting any results with this Four of Cups. There's something that's going to fall right into your lap. Something is going to come and fall right into your lap, a job opportunity this month. But don't miss it. It might not be something that you would normally do. But take the chance. Starry Night says, does S even like me? Does S even like Starry Night? What's S's energy towards Starry Night? What's S's energy? Okay, so I'm getting this Emperor card again, where this is like, this person's a big deal to you. What's S's feelings towards, what's the energy there towards Starry Night? Thank you. They're trying to focus more on a relationship. They know they were distracted. They know they were distracted, or they might still be, but they're coming out of it. They're trying to work on themselves. But they're realizing they were distracted. Okay, will her and her spirits help me avoid a tower moment? Will her and her spirits help Starry avoid a tower moment? Shuffling for Starry Night. Will her and thank you. Okay, so I feel like something has to change. It's an immaturity there. With this Page of Cups, there's an emotionally immature. Knight of Swords is an aha moment. They're realizing, they might be realizing that they were emotionally immature, or how they handled something was immature. But they're stuck in this cycle. They might have realized it, but they're not doing anything about it. They haven't changed, nor do I see any change happening. I feel like it's been brought to their attention, and they're trying, they say that they're trying to work on things, but I don't see that happening. Okay, Starry Night. Will journeying and timeline work in my own get results? Let me just give this another shuffle. We're journeying in timeline work. On my own, get the results I want with avoiding the negative stuff coming my way. What's coming in for Starry Night regarding journeying and timeline work? I have one more. Thank you. Yes. I do see that you are going to get the results you want, and the results are going to come in quickly for you. Absolutely. Absolutely, Starry Night. Okay, so LABDW8FR says, hello, can you tell me what's... Nope, I cannot tell you what's in your future, but I can tell you what energy is surrounding you for AB. What energy is surrounding AB? There's a situation where you're starting to think more clearly. You might have been distracted previously or felt like you had so many options, or things look too good to be true. But now it's like there's a sense of clarity in your thought. You know exactly what you need to do and how to handle it. Can I get one more card? You know it's going to be a lot of work, though. But you are really want to achieve whatever it is this is in your energy. So I feel like you're going to go for it. Okay, Jazz says, love you, B. I love you too. Firmino, hello. Firmino says, hey, love, what's coming my way in what's left of November? Shuffling for our friend Firmino. What's coming in for Firmino? Oh, you are not giving up. You might be going to battle for someone or for yourself. Nine of Wands energy. Going to battle for someone who has less than. Somebody who's feeling left out, who might not have their own tribe. Maybe they're feeling alone, left out of something. I feel like you are going to be the person to extend a hand, to reach out and say, how about we do this? Or maybe you're inviting them to a Thanksgiving dinner, or trying to help them overcome something, get them on the right track, maybe set them up with a job. This is somebody who was hurt or wounded, or maybe, like I said, they lost a job, or is not in a good situation. But I feel like you are going to be the one to fight for them, to get them back up on their feet. So look out for that energy. You might be called to do that. Oh, I miss you too, Starry Night. I'm so glad to see you here. Alicia Aris, 7422, wants to know what I see for her. So, I'm going to pull a couple cards and see what's in your energy. What's in Alicia Aris's energy? Shuffling for Alicia Aris. What's in her energy? Thank you. Something is going to be coming in very quickly for you. A message, something might be revealed to you. And that was one of the cards in the overall energy. Some kind of truth is going to be revealed, or something might, somebody might tell you something important. This might be somebody who's trying to reconnect with you. This could be, it's usually somebody who wants to reconcile. And like I was saying earlier, Judgment is somebody who oftentimes feels like they've changed and they want to come back and start something new or rekindle a friendship. Now, whether you want to do that or not is up to you. But I do feel like they're going to reach out maybe in a message. This is, Swords has to do a lot with messages and communication. So this person could be trying to communicate with you, or maybe trying to communicate with you throughout the week or maybe into next week. This might be somebody who's normally out of town. Maybe they're back in for, the holidays. So keep an eye out for that energy. And if this is not somebody that you want to be in their energy, you do not have to say yes. It's absolutely free will. You do not have to say yes to anybody ever. So if this energy is something and it's giving you an ick or it's triggering you, you don't have to say yes. You don't have to answer that phone call or text message ever. Okay, you can only stick up for yourself. Be your own advocate. Thank you, Yonina. Okay, Jess says, what is Spirit Guides trying to teach me about my friendship ending with my ex-neighbors in 2021? Shuffling for Jazz. What is the energy of her and her ex-neighbors? Parting ways years ago. What is the energy there, Spirit? What is the energy there? Shuffling for Jazz. Shuffling for Jazz. I don't know. I'm not connecting with that energy. Jazz, I'm not connecting with your neighbor's energy or that situation. I'm sorry, Jazz, I'm not connecting with that. My apologies. I'm doing good today, Jazz. Thank you. Just Janelle wants to know what's coming in for December. Shuffling for Just Janelle. What's the December energy coming in for Just Janelle? Thank you. Okay, things are going to be much calmer for you. And your manifestations are going to be coming into your life. They're going to be coming into fruition. Things that you've dreamt of are finally going to be coming in for you. I was just told to notice the matching lights here in the middle of the card. So it's like you're being guided. Like your path is being lit up for you. Jazz asks, what's coming in December for me? Jazz wants to know what's coming in December for her. What energy is coming towards Jazz in December? Thank you. Can I get one more? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups in reverse, so an emotional disconnect is going to bring you to a lot more possibilities. So you separating from somebody or something is going to give you a lot more opportunity. Hi, Isha. How is Cray Cray doing? Isha wants to know how Cray Cray is doing. Isha wants to know. Thank you. We have the Nine of Wands, which means not giving up. And learning lessons. So this could be maybe an indication for you not to give up. Throwing in the towel. Taking the lessons. I do feel like the cat is not coming home. Maybe that's what this is, giving up. That the cat's not coming home. But taking the lessons from it with the Hierophant. Okay, Isha says, what is the current energy of H regarding or towards me? Okay, so H sees you as this Queen of Wands energy, which is really radiant energy. He sees you as very independent. And that you are able to survive on your own. And that you don't need him. Isha says, what is the overall intention regarding our connection? What is the overall intention regarding her and H's connection? We got the Four of Pentacles, which means letting go. Ace of Wands. There's no more passion there. Let go. Neener says, thank you, universe, and thank you, Sarah. That's me. This helps me understand something important. Girl, you have such a gift. Oh, thank you so much. You have, that means so much to me. Thank you so much, Neener. I appreciate you. Abhi Krishna at 2440 says hi. Hello. Jazz says, what's coming in for 2026 for me? That's awfully vague. And energy changes so much. Let's see, what's coming in for Jazz for 2026? Let's see, Spirit. Jazz wants to know what's coming into her energy for 2026. Thank you. Opportunities for things to work out. And enlightenment, seeing things from a different point of view, shedding light on subjects, learning to see things in a different way. Starry Night says, what is the Tower moment coming my way? What's the energy of the Tower? Thank you. Do I have one more card for Starry Night? One more card for Starry Night, please. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out. Also, thank you for smashing that like button and hitting subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. Right now, I am taking questions in the chat, answering one by one as I scroll down. There's no need to ask a question more than once. I will get to it. Pulling 2 cards for each question. So feel free to ask if you are inclined to do so. I already did the overall energy of the reading in the beginning, and now I'm just answering some questions for the collective. So feel free to join in. You'll know it's your question because I'll say your handle before I read the question. All right, so thank you for clicking that like button, subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7. And I do like to do a pop-up reading at least once a week. So you don't want to miss that. Hit that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live. All right, so we have the 5 of Cups in reverse for our friend Starry Night. Her question, or their question was, what is the Tower moment coming my way? We have 5 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse, rather. So that's your understanding that you were distracted by something and were paying attention to what was actually serving you. All right, so you're working on being better when it comes to that. So you might have been distracted for a little while. How will it affect my relationship with Jay? Okay, so how will this affect Starry's relationship with Jay? Thank you. Thank you. We have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, both in reverse. I just heard the term lackluster. I feel like there is an energy of being bored. Maybe they've been waiting and you've been putting them off, or vice versa. It's like they crave spontaneity, creative, fire energy, but it's like that needs to be reignited. It's not, I don't feel like it's altogether lost, but it does need to be reignited. So that's something that needs to be worked on here. Thank you, Starry Night. Thank you, Starry Night. Starry Night says, I love those bear cards. Jazz says, yes, that reading makes sense about me healing, but I'm not guarded. That's weird. And Keisha says, what is the message meant for me this Mercury retrograde? What is the energy for Isha throughout retrograde? Mercury retrograde. Shuffling for Isha. Shuffling for Isha. What is the message regarding Mercury retrograde? What's the energy there for Isha for retrograde, or during retrograde? Thank you. There's something that you're turning a blind eye to. Something that you have to make a decision about, but you're turning a blind eye to it. Now, once you make this decision and see the whole story, you see all the details, then you're going to see just what kind of advantage this is, how lucrative it could be, how abundant this could be. So, but I feel like you don't have all the details in this situation yet. And you need to get those details before you can make a decision. Excuse me for a second. I'm just putting this in the incense holder. Okay. Okay. Jazz says, well, thank you. Just Janelle says, like. So appreciated. Jazz says, what relationship am I getting treated unfairly? There could be a King of Swords. Somebody who's very honest. Somebody who's very truthful towards you. You might feel like it's unfair, but maybe this person is just being honest. Yeah. It hurts your feelings when this person is honest with you. But this person is just trying to give you constructive criticism, but sometimes honesty can be, there's like a fine line between honesty and being an asshole. So I feel like that's where you are. Like this person could probably deliver their criticism to you in a better way or handle it more respectfully, especially if they know, you're sensitive. But because it hurts your feelings when this person says the things they do. But they're really just trying to help you and serve you constructive criticism. But I feel like it's their tone and the way they go about presenting it that is off-putting to you. Renovator, 1121. Ren and Bitter. I hope I'm saying that right. My future is in the south of Brazil. And is love there too? Oh, awesome. Santa Catarina, Brazil. Kisses to you. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's lots of opportunities for you. I feel like you might be stuck in a cycle. Somebody that you haven't cut ties with from the past, Renovator. And it's really giving out the energy that you're not ready for love to come in. So you need to cut ties with whatever that is. Yeah, you need to cut ties with whatever that energy is here that you're stuck in for you to move on, because there is love there. 5 of Swords in reverse is being surrounded by loving, caring people who are only looking out for your best interest and helping you to become the person you need to be, get you on the right path, or they're helping you, walking right beside you. But there's something you're stuck in, some kind of cords that you need to cut. Some kind of energetic cords that you need to cut with somebody. And then, yes, there will be love there too. Thank you. Isha says, how was your weekend, Sarah? Isha, let me tell you, I was sick for most of the weekend. I don't know what is going, if it's like it was lingering from when I was sick on Thursday, because I was still feeling worn out on Friday. But I'm not a good sleeper, and I'm telling you, I slept for most of the day on Saturday, and then woke up at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, went back to bed by 6:45. I was knocked out. But now I'm feeling much better. So I'm glad. Thank you for asking, by the way. I really appreciate that. The Eagles won. So, that made for a good Monday. The Eagles won their game yesterday. So that was exciting. I love my birds. Isha also asks, what's A's current energy towards me? What is A's current energy towards Isha? A's current energy towards Isha. What is A's current energy towards Isha? What is A's current energy towards Isha? What is A's current energy? Thank you. Ooh. I feel like you're connecting on a more emotional level. Maybe you've spent some time talking, but connecting on a more emotional level. Let's see if there's another card for you. Yeah. Lessons. Lessons being learned, taking what you can away from the situation, looking for room to grow. Sarah Lutz 7278 says, hello. Hi, Sarah Lutz. You're welcome, Just Janelle. My pleasure, Starry Night. Moon Knight says, hi there, how are you? For me, please. Okay, I can pull some cards for you. Pulling for Moon Knight, what is in their energy? Pulling for Moon Knight, what energy is surrounding them right now? Pulling for Moon Knight. Pulling for Moon, thank you. Can I get one more card? Okay, I feel like there is going to be there might have been an emotional disconnect between you and somebody. Now, that doesn't mean a breakup. Maybe you just didn't see eye to eye with somebody. I feel like because maybe you were unfocused or not ready for them presenting something to you. It's like you weren't ready for something when they brought something to your attention. And so I feel like now there's like some kind of tension between you and somebody else. Renovator, one last question. Does my coworker H feel anything for me? Renovator asks, does my coworker H feel anything for me? Shuffling for Renovator. Well, there's the emotional ties that I was just talking about. Does my coworker H? Thank you. They are on the fence about approaching you. They're attracted to you, yes. But they're on the fence about coming towards you about it. They want to see if anything's going to come of it or seeing if feelings grow. They are attracted to you, though. Okay, Moon Knight says, for me, please is please. He is a love me. He is a comeback, please. Shuffling for Moon Knight in the person on her mind or their mind. What's going on with this person? Yes, you desire this person. You're being called to be strong. They might be going through something, or you might be going through something. They might have to let down their guard a little bit. You want to find out and share more with them, but I feel like they might be guarded. Or this might be you. Maybe you're the one who's guarded. But I do feel like this is a wish fulfillment coming into your life. Okay, YM, how are you? Please tell me, what is the feelings of Zachariah towards me? Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there might be a loss of interest. We have the Temperance in reverse. You have to trust in divine timing. The universe is putting something together for you, but you're not trusting it. But I feel like Zachariah is losing interest. Abhi Krishna 2440. Calvinian's intention and feeling towards Abhi Krishna. We are in no contact. Okay. Calvinian's intentions towards Abhi Krishna. Ooh, I don't like that. But if you're in no contact, it's like manipulative. Seven of Swords, manipulative, trying to get their way. I don't like that. They're trying to block messages. Maybe from somebody. King of Wands in reverse. I don't like that energy. I feel like this is somebody who is using their status to get what they want. Now, if what they want is you, then I guess that's good. But if it's not you, then I don't know. I don't know about this energy. It's not an uplifting energy. Jazz says, what person or place or thing do I have to disconnect from emotionally? See, these are the things that you have to go and be introspective about, Jazz. Like I tell you, and then you have to go in and meditate upon it and reflect yourself. Okay, so there's something that's coming in quickly for you that you have to disconnect from. A cycle that you're stuck in. Now that's up to you to figure out what cycle you're stuck in. And then you do the healing. Being introspective and healing is on your own. For me, he is in love me. For me, he is a love me. Does the person who is on Moon Knight's mind love Moon Knight? Is he in love with Moon Knight? There's no emotional connection or lack of emotional connection. I feel like they want to talk to you more, though. They want to get to know you better because right now they don't feel like there's an emotional connection. Okay, 10 more minutes, guys. Okay, YM, can you please tell me about Nadia's impressions towards me? What is Nadia's impressions towards YM? What is Nadia's impressions towards YM? Judgment. I feel like you remind her of somebody from the past, but they see you as a steady person. They see you as somebody who is going to last a long time and you're trustworthy. Okay, Science says we'll get funding from Corfo. Shuffling for Cyan, will they get funding from Corfo? Can I get one more card? Thank you. I do. Okay, so there is an opportunity for you to get funding with this Ace of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity, but I see the Seven of Pentacles as well in reverse, which means it might not be right now. It might not be as soon as you need it. Okay. You're welcome, Jazz. Love you too. Lady A 5454. Hi, been dating this guy G on and off for a year and still not sure about him. Ooh. Can you see in the cards if we're able to make the relationship work? His current feelings and thoughts for me. Okay, what energy is G bringing to Lady A? Okay, so now I do feel like you are connected to your higher power. You're not somebody who is ignorant towards the way people feel. You can see and you can trust your intuition. I feel like you've been able to do that for years now. You might even have a gift of reading energy or being a medium. So I feel like you really, really do trust the energy that surrounds you. So the fact that you're not sure about him weirds you out. I feel like it makes you uncomfortable because usually you can read people's energy. And with this particular person, the fact that you can't read it like everybody else's it should be a red flag. No, I feel like you might be holding on to the idea of this person. Maybe because you're comfortable there. But with this Eight of Cups energy, I feel like this is not, you know that this is not your person. This is not the person who's going to be your ninth cup, complete your emotional happiness. And I feel like you already knew that. You've learned a lot of important lessons through this time frame with this person, things that you like in people, things that you don't, things that you want to take with you. But you know that this person isn't your ninth cup. Thank you, Lady A. Lady A also asks, can I know if my ex is happy in his current relationship and moving in with his new girlfriend? He moved on fast after we broke up. Can I know if my ex is happy? No. They don't have the emotional connection that they are putting forth on social media into the universe. They don't, that's not what is happening in real life. I feel like, now we do have the Four of Swords. I feel like they're a comfort for each other, but I don't know if they're all that happy emotionally. I feel like there's a lack of emotional connection. And without emotional connection, what really do you have? You can't survive on a sexual relationship. So I feel like they are, right now, they're comfortable with each other. So they're going to try to make it work, but I don't see happiness. I don't feel like this is going to be his last girlfriend. For me, yes or no? I think I already answered your question, Moon Knight. Tell me what is next up with Layla, my coworker. Well, I had a new coworker. What is next step with Layla? What is the next step with Layla? What is the next step with Layla? Okay, I only have a couple more minutes, and then I'm wrapping it up. Next step with Layla. I'm not connecting with that energy, YM. Oh, there we go. There's some kind of separation, or there's going to be a separation. So it looks like you will have a new coworker if this person leaves. Hi, Scarlett. Good to see you. Southern Girl to Real. Hello. Can you tell me if my daughter Joanna is pregnant? And every time you ask that question, I say, I cannot. I can tell you what the energy is surrounding her. She's surrounded by really good people. This is the Five of Swords in reverse. People who are taking care of her. People who want to see her succeed. The Hierophant. Maybe she's getting married? The Hierophant can be like a priest or somebody, an officiant. So maybe she's going to talk to a priest or a mentor of some kind, or getting advice or therapist. Renovator says, you described everything I need to hear. I really needed that. Oh, thank you. He continues, you completely changed my perspective on some things. You've gained a new fan. Thank you so much. I absolutely loved your work. Kisses. Oh, thank you so much. From Brazil. Thank you. I love that. And that is where I am going to end for the evening on that note. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. I go live every Monday and Thursday evening between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. That's US time. And I like to do these little pop-up readings at least once a week. So hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I'm going live. So when you see that notification pop up, that's when you're going to see me. I would hate for you to miss a live reading with yours truly. So I look forward to seeing you there. I hope you have a great week. Hopefully I'll be able to go live either Tuesday or Wednesday. But as always, I'll be here on Thursday. But I can't wait that long to see you guys. So we'll talk soon. And I hope you take care of yourself and be safe. Love you. Bye.